Foda-se. Eu estou. Caralho, meu. Estou farto desta merda. Isto está-me mesmo a chatear a sério. Mas pronto, vou ficar caladinho para não começar a dizer merda. Ah, espera, isto gravou ainda? Não, não gravou, só tenho uma. Yeah. Foda-se, meu. Ok, a gente espera então.
Revelio.
Espera. Então, mas gravou ou não gravou?
Deke hasn't seen this. Here before?
Hã? Ah, ok, espera. Não, gravou, eu estava a olhar para a opção errada. Foda-se. Ok, está aqui. Tinha 6. Ok.
Deke thinks
Foda-se. Já ia fazer um escândalo aqui.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And
Revelio.
I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here.
Incendio.
No sense in announcing our arrival.
Revelio.
You ought to cut back on pudding. Mistook you for a troll the other day.
Quickly now.
Ok, esta parte não sabia. Se ele for demasiado forte, não o mata mesmo. Faz sentido. Faz todo o sentido.
I have a brother who works at Gringotts.
Espera aí. No meio desta merda toda até me esqueci que ia fazer mais poções das outras. Das que não são tão raras. Mas pronto, fica para a próxima.
sit behind a
Revelio.
Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
Petrificus Totalis.
Well done.
Revelio.
There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
Petrificus Totalis.
There must be something here. Ramrock said so. Seems quiet. There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
Revelio.
Feels like I've been at this for hours.
Petrificus Totalis. Revelio.
Ok, easy peasy. Espera aí. Temos que investigar isto tudo.
Revelio. 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 Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
I will draw blood.
Protego.
I won't rest. rather unwise coming back this way. Let's get this over with.
Glacius! Stupid one. Ringo! Potato! Stupid one. Revelio.
Ok, estou a ficar melhor nisto. Bora lá. Estou a ficar bom nesta merda,
Looks like
apesar
we
que
found
éramos
the
dois, né?
entrance.
It's locked. Revelio.
Fuck.
An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
I wonder who this is.
With robes like that, it could be anyone.
Revelio.
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sam Bakar's tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Command it to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. A reservoir of ancient magic, downstairs, near the entry.
Mas eu estou um bocado ainda sem perceber como é que eu aplico traits aqui nisto. Ah, eu nem sabia. What the fuck? Nem percebi que isto dava. Ok. Mas pronto. Logo se vê.
Revelio. I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section. Revelio. Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around. Revelio. Revelio. More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. Revelio. Revelio. These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time. Protego! Stupid one! Stupid one! Levioso! Protego! Stupid one! Accio! Revelio! What have the Keepers planned for me? Revelio! Revelio! Depulso! Confringo! Revelio! These look familiar. Accio! Revelio! Accio! Revelio! Accio! Revelio! Accio! Was it Accio I used before? Wingardium Leviosa! Revelio! Levioso! That platform looks like it ought to get me where I need to go. Accio! Revelio! I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where? Accio! Accio! What did that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway. More statues. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Depulso. Arresto momentum. Glacius. Glacius. Confringo. I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where? Levioso! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Not making this easy on me. Revelio. I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where? Accio. Levioso. Oh. Ah. Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different. Accio. I need to see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway. Accio. Revelio. I'll never get used to these floors. Accio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Protego. Stupefy. Accio. Accio. Protego. Stupefy. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Incendio. Levioso. Confringo. Glacius. Arresto momentum. Depulso. Glacius. Confringo. Revelio.
Oi, mozão. Como estás? Está tudo bem? O que é que tu andas a fazer? Ainda estás no Final Fantasy? Ok, ok. Daqui a pouco, quando. Como é que é dizer? Quando. Tu, quer dizer, já foste jantar? Já estás de volta no quarto? Ainda não. Ok, ok. Ia dizer que quando voltasses que íamos um bocadinho para o Final Fantasy. O que é que achas? Qual é o propósito disto? Ok. Ai, what the fuck? Bora. Tipo, ok. Tá bom então. Mas é isso, fica combinado então. Gosto bué destes puzzles, mas tipo. As plataformas às vezes são um bocadinho. Sus. Ah, aí como assim? É isto que tenho que fazer? E para aqui puxar isto. Acho que é isto, né? Faz sentido?
Revelio. Accio.
Deixa-me. Tinha-me esquecido desta última task. Não sei se ainda vamos ter mais inimigos, mas provavelmente vamos. Mas tenho que fazer isto então. Desculpa lá a falta de atenção, mozão. Eu é que. Espera aí, isto é o início? Não, não, ok. Estou aqui concentrado nestes puzzles, gosto destas coisas. Afinal, ainda vamos ter mais inimigos. Não nos estavam a dar opções. Opções e equipamento. What the fuck? Tremeu tudo. Ui, estou no máximo de pessoas, nem sabia que havia máximo. Ok.
Don't like the look of this. Accio. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Confringo.
Será que aquilo. Ui. O gajo é grande este. Ok. Vamos ir aprender estes dois pelos depois. Isto é grandalhão. Mas este magoa. Ui. Destroy the orb as it's charging up. What the fuck? Fuck, eu não estou a perceber este do orb. Destroy the orb as it's charging up. Destruo como? Só se... Ok. Não sei se foi isto, mas... pareceu resultar melhor que o resto. Ok. The fuck? Ui. Nossa, esta merda dói. Peraí. Acho que estou a perceber. É a cor do orb e a cor do spell. Agora até gostava que ele fizesse mais um para ver. Exatamente. Ok. Automate. Ele veio um último só de boa medida. Olha, boa boss fight.
What a relief. Revelio. Another pensive. Revelio.
ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Ela fez merda, não é? Ou tentou ressuscitar o irmão ou assim.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here. More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber. Revelio.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir, and this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You will need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of San Bakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then,
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the pensive.
Before the witch from the last pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Serona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
Mudou a estação, foi isso? Oh, olha que giro.
Yes! I should ask Serona.
I've got spectacular news. The broom upgrade's ready. Stop by the shop when you can.
I hope you will come and see me about a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe
Revelio.
we may be able to help each other.
Please see me after class once you have completed the tasks I've set for you. I would like to teach you Descendo, useful for pulling objects to the ground.
O que é que ele estava a dizer mesmo? Find lockbook. Find out what the Gladwin Moons want. Opa! Quer pois. Depulso on a levitating enemy. Eu já não fiz isso. Depulso é um empurrão. Yeah. Ok.
Revelio.
Deixa-me ter aqui mais umas.
Another house token for the house chest. That's it. I'm making good progress with those tokens.
Someone was practicing with a broken wand in the common room last night. Looked like a war had broken out.
Revelio. Revelio.
Don't write down.
Have you finished your assignments?
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready.
Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention.
Very good. It seems you have a grasp on Diffindo. I would encourage you once again to practice here in the classroom, for your sake and that of everyone else.
Diffindo!
Pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction. Earlier, Diffindo can be versatile but dangerous. Good to see you continuing to practice.
Expelliarmus! Diffindo! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Revelio! Professor Sharp, do you have a moment?
Depends on how you intend to use it.
I saw an aura badge on your desk and was wondering if you could tell me more about your time as an aura.
Observant. I suppose I could indulge you for a moment. Spent years tracking down reprobates who dealt in artifacts of dark magic origin.
That seems a bit more dangerous than teaching potions.
Often, yes. Though I've seen some remarkably creative concoctions brewed in my class. I enjoyed a great deal of success as an aura. However, success can make one complacent if one's confidence is not tempered by humility. One overstep in battle changed everything.
May I ask what happened?
Yes, well, I suppose it's a matter of record. My partner and I had tracked a suspect to a harbor in Scarborough, trying to smuggle shrunken heads of all things. I had deduced that he was working alone. I was mistaken, and they knew we were coming. From the moment we stepped onto the ship, well, I barely escaped with my life. My partner wasn't so lucky.
I suppose being an aura is dreadfully dangerous. I'm sorry.
It is that. But survival is not guaranteed for any of us. Pay attention. And not just within my class. This is what I must impress upon you all. A potion and a poison may be a mere breath apart, until you consume the wrong one.
Well said, Professor. Defender! Revelio. Revelio.
Bouncing tentacular.
I've finished the activities you assigned me, Professor Garlick.
Wonderful! I hope you gained a greater appreciation for the flora in our lives. I am forever enraptured by it. Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flutterby bushes. Didn't realize how long I'd been at it until the sun began to set. Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's one of my students doing the same. Now, ready to learn Flipendo? Chin up, keep a light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go.
You will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few parts.
Wonderfully done! If you'd like to practice a bit more, you're welcome to do so here in the greenhouse. Just mind the plants, please.
Flipendo!
Look at that. You're a natural.
Levioso! Flipendo! Defendo!
Well done. I might suggest you practice such maneuvers in a more secluded location.
Flipendo! Levioso!
Where was I? Oh, yes. The greenhouse won't keep itself in order without a nudge from me.
Professor, I was wondering where you're from. What's your background?
Oh, how nice of you to ask. Well, let's see. I grew up in London, right on the Thames.
That sounds lovely. All the sights and bustle of a city.
To some, yes. I used to dream of living in the country, but it wasn't until I came to Hogwarts that I felt truly at home. Mind you, it did take some time, and whilst it is my fervent hope that each student eventually feels as at home here as I do, it is not always the case.
I suppose that makes sense.
Well, we each bloom differently, don't we? Some of us, like Devil's Snare, thrive in the shadows, whilst others crave the attention of a bouncing bulb. And we each grow and thrive according to our own plan. Oh, I was terribly nervous when I arrived at the castle. You see, as a child, I knew nothing of witches or wizards. You can imagine how astonished I was to receive my letter from Hogwarts. I spent a good deal of time alone in either the greenhouse or the library my first days here.
It does take a while to adjust to being here.
Precisely, and I was remarkably fortunate. In fact, a seventh year took me under her wing during those first days. She remains one of my dearest friends.
How fortunate.
I was indeed. I dare say you'll find that the friends you make here at Hogwarts will last a lifetime. Now, I'd best get to my recent delivery from the Magic Neep. Mr. Teasdale promised me quite an assortment of seeds this week. Lovely to see you.
Revelio.
Why do students always run when Peevesy wants to have
Accio.
fun?
Arresto momentum. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Lumos.
Look at me!
Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. 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 Incendio. Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit, unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, Most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of 2 statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Alohomora.
Well done! You're in! Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
I have a few questions about the
Very...
Do you know who is behind the demiguise statues?
No, but I suspect the motive is jealousy. People have always been jealous of my skills, popularity, and dashing good looks. No one is above suspicion.
Why can't you get the demiguise moons yourself?
As I mentioned, I have an intense aversion to demiguises. Perhaps one day I'll tell you more about it. Whoever planted the statues everywhere knows about my fear and is seeking to make it my ruin.
How do I remove the demiguise statues?
They each hold a moon that can only be extracted at night. Once removed, the statues simply vanish.
I have nothing more to ask.
Come and see me once you've found the 2 moons.
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio.
Ok, 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 ok. Então vai ser bem importante eu achar estas coisas. Ok, é bom saber. Vai ser de veras importante. Entendido.
Revelio. Revelio.
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between aconite and asphodel.
Yes, well, it's still early. Perhaps they'll improve.
You say that every year, Matilda.
Revelio. 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 Aloha Mora. Revelio. 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 Levioso. Revelio. 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 Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Got it. This must be the prefect's bathroom. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Perhaps Ranrock and Hislop wouldn't be so combative if the Ministry would allow them to have wands.
One of those goblins comes near me.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
I hope there are no students in the hospital wing on account of my venomous tentacula.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disadvised about questioning
Huh. I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Hufflepuff? You're Ravenclaw?
I know when I see a winning bet. And Ravenclaw would not have been that. Not this year, anyway.
Revelio.
What was that?
What?
Accio.
I thought I heard something. Perhaps not. Anyway, I had high hopes for Hufflepuff. I was finally going to learn the Quidditch rules.
It's a majestic sport.
Revelio.
Encompasses the whole of the human condition.
Oh, how's that?
Well, all of the teamwork and flying about and the golden snitch. Rather a lot like life, isn't it?
Oh, I suppose I should pay closer attention in the next match, if there ever is one.
I suppose you should.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
E pronto, estamos aqui presos até que eles decidam mexer ou assim. Um bocadinho chato, mas pronto.
Revelio. 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 Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Oxmead, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
You mentioned offering something in exchange for my assistance.
I did. Once you've brought me enough moons, I'll show you even more powerful forms of Alhamora. Not every lock is as easy to pick as the faculty towers.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Confringo. Revelio.
I'd sink like a stone.
Going for a swim?
Goodness, no. Though I'm beginning to think I really should learn how to swim. Can't very well be liaison to the mer people if I don't know how to swim.
You're a liaison to the mer people.
Well, not technically, no. At least not yet. The position doesn't actually exist at the moment, but I have a plan to change that. I'm Nerida, by the way. Nerida Roberts. We didn't officially meet, but we duelled in the Crossed Swans Club.
Yes, of course. Good to see you again.
And you.
You seem quite interested in mer people.
I am. And they're as misunderstood and disregarded by wizard kind as goblins and centaurs are. I feel that if goblins and centaurs have liaison officers at the Ministry, then the mer people should have one too.
I'm impressed. I think reaching out to the mer people is a grand idea.
You do? Oh, thank you. Of course I haven't exactly done anything just yet. I presented them with a gift a few weeks ago, and they wanted to leave me one as well, in one of their caves. Reciprocity and an offer to visit. I tried telling them I couldn't swim, but I'm afraid that bit got lost in translation. Mermish really is tricky.
What is it about the mer people that interests you so much?
I can't begin to tell you how brilliant they are. I mean, rumour is that tales about them have infiltrated even the Muggle world. The oldest known mer people, Sirens, come from Greece. And of course Scotland has Selkies and Ireland is home to Merrows. I could go on for ages about them. Their glorious underwater communities, domestication of sea life, their art and music. It's a travesty how little is understood about them.
What do you imagine a liaison to the mer people would do?
Oh, so many things. I want to know everything I can about them. After I've mastered swimming, I perfect my mermish, of course, and I'd share with them anything they wanted to know about wizard kind. My hope is that by understanding each other better, both of our societies could grow.
How has wizard kind fallen short in its treatment of mer people?
Well, we've consistently deemed mer people as being beneath us despite the many similarities between our cultures. One can hardly blame them for declining being status by the Ministry years ago. Who are we to classify those of such beauty and intelligence?
Well, I can swim and could help you if you'd like.
You'd really do that? Oh, thank you! Thank you, thank you! The last thing I want is for them to think I'd shunned their gift. Diplomacy is a delicate dance. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think you can dive down to their cave from just there in the water. I can't wait to hear about what you find. One day soon, I'll see for myself. I just know it.
About what we...
The mer people? I'm hoping you... Why did I never learn how to swim?
Look at this place. Did the mer people really leave Nerida an artifact? Revelio. Incendio. Luma. Now then, I'll need you to come with me. Now for the rest of you. Incendio. Lumos. have in here then? Narada will be happy about this. Your gift from the Mer people was exactly where they said it would be.
Oh, that's wonderful news. I was so worried I'd left it too long and they'd seen it as a slight. Our relationship with them is already so tenuous.
Then I'm glad we helped to foster some healthy diplomatic relations.
Merlin's beard. It's marvelous. I'm going to show it to everyone, including the Ministry. Should I hand deliver it or send by owl? Thank you again so much. You may have just helped improve relations between wizard kind and mer people for decades to come. I can't wait to study this. Crossed Wands was so much fun, wasn't it?
An honest day's work with honest sip.
Welcome back. I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. I truly appreciate all of your help. What are we looking for today? Nice doing business with you. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. I must tell you, half of Hogsmeade's been by the shop asking about rumours of a broom upgrade. Without the information you provided, my work would have taken twice as long. Thank you again. It may sound ambitious, but I've already begun work on another upgrade, more difficult to perfect than the last. I wondered, would you be interested in joining forces again? There's another course near Arendelle that Miss Reyes has mastered. If you were to test this first upgrade there, it may help me as I develop the next. Oh, you'll consider it, won't you?
What more can you tell me about the next course?
It's just a jaunt from here, south of Hogsmeade. Beautiful mountain views. The course was designed to test flyer stamina. Some of your classmates mentioned they were headed there, eager to see what Imelda has in store. A bit surprising, considering many of them expressed reticence at the idea of racing against her at all. I hope that won't deter you, and you'll give the course a go.
Como é que é, brother? Epá, yeah, este jogo está espetacular, mano. Está bué da bom.
Sounds as if you're
Bué da
really
fixe.
outdoing yourself. If I'm able to help,
Bocado
I will.
fácil.
Thank you.
ou pelo menos fácil depois de apanhar o jeito. Mas tipo, gosto bué dos puzzles. Gosto bué dos puzzles e das coisas que estão, tipo, da história, da maneira de fazer feitiços. Tipo, está tudo bué da fixe, meu. Bem mais fixe do que o que alguma vez eu pensei. Sem contar que o mundo é gigante, meu. Isto tipo, que é o canto mais norte. Isto vai até aqui. Tem uma cena mesmo. Foda-se, o gajo disse Just South. Mas, tipo, é um bom bocado de salto. Olha. Agora estas cenas estão a aparecer no mapa, ok. Interessante. Não, está tudo bué da fixe, especialmente. Eu sempre gostei bué do... Sempre gostei bué dos livros do Harry Potter. Quando era puto li os livros todos. Aliás, o último livro do Harry Potter eu estava com tanta pressa para ler que li em inglês. Nem sequer cheguei a ler em português. Mas já, anda jogão, meu. Recomendo a toda a gente. Ah, ok, peraí, eu queria ver uma cena. Queria ver se dava para aplicar traits. Que chapéu todo marico. Mas tu já jogaste? Ou já viste alguém a jogar? É que ainda há bué de coisas no jogo que me deixam bem à toa da vida. Eu não entendo muito bem. Mas também acho que com o tempo. Uma das coisas que eu queria ver é se este gajo consegue meter traits na minha roupa. Pois é, e agora já posso abrir fechaduras.
Come on in and have a look around. No touching if you have sticky fingers.
Revelio.
Ok, pá, eu ando a fazer um bocado de tudo.
Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Mas este gajo não faz os upgrades também. Não é os upgrades, é os traits. Sabes como é que eu aplico traits? Tipo nas roupas. Tipo estas roupas aqui que têm traits disponíveis. Trait slot level. Ou será que eu ainda não tenho isso desbloqueado? É possível que ainda não tenha nada disto desbloqueado. Mas também sem pressa. Eu quero... Vamos fazer estas quests principais e depois logo vamos fazer o resto que está-me a apetecer andar com a história em frente. Olha, boa cena. Tipo, eu ando a jogar isto mesmo da mesma maneira que joguei o Assassin's Creed, que é tipo, eles agora mandam-me para um canto e tipo, eu em vez de ir em linha reta para o canto no mais rápido possível, vou aos zigue-zagues porque vou fazer as cenas todas que existem pelo caminho. Sim, já tenho, sim senhor.
Hello there, nice to see you.
Eu estou um bocado tipo overleveled, eu estou nível 24 e as quests Vou fazer tão tipo nível 12, 13. Mas isso é porque, pronto, como estava a dizer, ando a explorar um pouco de tudo. E falando nisso, eu por acaso precisava de ir lá fazer o reveal do equipamento que tenho. Ah, é por aqui, ok. Hã? Ah, ok, este já está cheio, por isso é que não dá. E aqui as cenas todas a bombar. É que tipo, eu sei desta cena para identificar o equipamento, mas o que o jogo me está a dar a entender também existe uma maneira no lume. Eu não sei se tenho isso. Também existe uma maneira de aplicar os traits, até porque eu já tenho bués. Mas deixa eu lá ver. Tenho aqui algum lume. Onde é que isso estaria? Utility. Enchanted Loom. Ok, yeah. Ainda tenho que fazer uma quest. Purchase from Tomes and Scrolls. Ah, ok. Como é que eu não vi isto? Yeah, tenho que fazer uma quest. Mas eu já comprei tudo nas lojas. Porque é que... The fuck? Eu estou um bocado à toa. Eu comprei as cenas todas em todas as lojas disponíveis. Ah não, peraí, esta não, esta é a única que não comprei porque tem cenas bué caras. Não me estava a apetecer gastar dinheiro na altura. Mas agora acho que já podemos.
It's always nice to see a familiar face. Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
Ok. T-shaped potions, potting table, potting table.
Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there?
Ok. E gastei o dinheiro todo.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Agora para lá, quero voltar lá. Antes de continuar aqui a história, quero ir aqui meter coisas a fazer. Nossa, mas eu não reparei no preço. Isto é logo 30. 30, caralho. Periodically. Ok. Aí. Ok, isto sim, isto é que a gente quer. Ir fazendo mais Moonstone. Vou meter aqui. Pode ficar aí. Mas eu acho que assim... Ah não, pera. Ainda temos o suficiente. Shopping Station. Ou faz uma poção, este faz uma planta, o outro faz Moonstone. Ok. Não dá para meter aqui, pois não, é demasiado apertado. Pode ficar aqui, bora. Tudo a produzir, bora. Sim, é que eu gosto. Ok, agora sim. Pode-se continuar com a história.
Revelio.
Aqui no topo era uma lock nível 1 ou era outro? Eu não me lembro, tenho que ir ver outra vez. Logo que finalmente desbloqueei. Ou consigo. Para no lock. Boa.
What do we have here? Revelio.
E agora que também podemos apanhar estas coisas, fazemos isto.
Fine now, demi-guys. Revelio.
Hello there. Nice to see you.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Serona, please. And I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day.
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
It seems as though you were on good terms with him.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now.
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him, about Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumours I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
You seemed unfazed by Rookwood and Harlow the other day. They don't scare you.
They're bullies. Plain and simple. Never tolerated them in my own life, and certainly won't tolerate them going after my friends. Don't misunderstand me. They're dangerous wizards and shouldn't be trifled with. They should, however, be confronted and reminded, whenever possible, that the rest of us have each other's backs.
Have you heard what Ranrock and Rookwood are working on together?
Not much more than the fact that they seem to have some sort of uneasy alliance. Friendship between wizards and goblins is rare enough, but between those two, they each want something the other has. I can guarantee it. That said, I fear they're like a two-headed serpent. Both will need to be taken down to stop whatever scheme they've been plotting.
Thank you, Sirona.
If you find Lodgok, please give him my best. I don't know what you've done to make such powerful enemies, but please, watch your back.
Might I ask you some questions, Sirona?
Of course you can.
Sorry, never mind.
If you find Lodgok,
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Ok, isto ainda vai demorar um bocado.
Hello there. In the market for potions, are we? What can I do for you today?
Mas faz sentido que as pessoas. Faz sentido que as pessoas tenham fechaduras de nível 3 nas casas, não é? Ou lá que elas vivem.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Revelio.
To see you outside the castle.
You too, Amit.
Tips in the hat, please. How wonderful! Thank you. I could go on tour. Wager I could handle another enchantment.
Quem é este gajo? Este gajo é o cego. Ou estou a confundir? Não consigo perceber se ele é Slytherin ou não.
Welcome to the Hog's Head. Any empty seat is yours.
Revelio.
since its bricks were laid.
Hello, Lord Gok. Serona said I might find you here.
She did she? Did she send you with news?
No, actually, I wanted to speak with you. It's about Ranrock.
Now I remember. The 3 broomsticks. Day of the troll attack. You're the student he's after.
I am, and I need to know what he and his loyalists are up to so I can stay a step ahead.
Let's say I did know. Why should I trust you?
Serona trusts me, and she thought our interests may be aligned.
Well, if Serona trusts you, very well. I may know of something that could help us both. A way to get Ranrock to confide his plans to me.
I'm listening.
Years ago, a heinous witch stole a sacred goblin relic. Rumor has it that it now rests in her sarcophagus, in a tomb accessible only by wizard kind. Ranrock and I had a falling out a while back. The relic could well repair the chasm between us.
Very well. I'll retrieve the relic if you promise to share Ranrock's plans with me.
We will have to trust each other. I, that you will not abscond with the relic, and you, that I'll share what I learn. Gather whatever supplies you may need, and meet me near the witch's tomb.
Good thing the Ministry banned underage sorcery. Don't trust the young. Hengist of Woodcroft certainly knew how to plan a city.
Has there ever been a vampire?
Do you know what they do to prisoners in Woodcroft?
Revelio.
One never knows when society...
How could they allow
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
I don't trust Ranrock, I'll tell you that. He'll turn on us first chance he gets.
Do you remember the first life you took? Can't say I do. All a bit of a blur at this point.
Leviosa. Depulso.
How in that?
Yes.
You just wait till I come.
Glacius. Defender.
You've made a grave mistake.
Protego.
I know you're
Stupefy. Arresto momentum.
Had enough?
Depulso. Glacius. Defender.
You're the one who released Treadwell, aren't you? That was a mistake, my friend.
Confringo. Protego.
That's stupid.
Shame nobody saw that. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Depulso. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. I'm ready.
Good. There's no time to lose.
What precisely is the relic I'm to retrieve?
A valuable heirloom known as the Helmet of Urtgott. The witch considered herself a collector and purchased the helmet as a trinket. She cared not what pain she caused the goblins. Goblins believe that the rightful owner of any object is its maker, not its purchaser.
Wizard kind see things differently. It's a wonder goblins and wizards have ever been able to work together.
The differences between our kinds are myriad.
They seem to be.
It may surprise you to know that I do not believe those differences always to be insurmountable. It is the reason I find myself traveling with you to this tomb today.
Revelio. 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 Confringo.
Ah, and there it is. The witch's tomb.
Dreadful looking place, isn't it?
I wish you luck retrieving the helmet. As a wand carrier, you should have an advantage. Now, before you set off, do you have any questions?
Don't suppose you have any idea what could be waiting for me inside the tomb?
Considering a Dark Witch was involved, I suppose there's a chance you may encounter the Dark Protectors, known as Inferi. The foul creatures thrive on darkness and the cold. Vanquish them with light, force, and most effectively fire.
It seems Ranrock and Rookwood are conspiring. Why would that be?
I had heard this. When the dark-hearted conspire, they seldom make their full intentions clear to one another. I can only speculate, but I imagine their alliance is uneasy and quite fragile. Let us hope that ours is less so.
What about this helmet makes it so special?
The helmet of Urtkot is an ancient and storied relic, forged during a time of unity among the goblin clans. It inspired greatness, that is, until it was no longer ours. Then it became something else. A symbol of what has been lost, of all that wizard kind has taken from us. Reclaiming it would mean a great deal to goblin kind, and to Ranrock. He would be grateful to me should I return it.
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck. I will remain here, eagerly awaiting your return. Please, be careful.
Revelio. Revelio. It's sealed. Moths. Curious. Merlin's beard. Revelio. 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 This can't be the witch's tomb. Likely I need to go further. Depulso. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. I have a feeling I'm not alone here. Revelio. Confringo. Gah! These Inferi are horrible. Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Capulso. Flipendo. Revelio. Depulso. Revelio. Revelio. If I could power it somehow, it looks like it could be rotated. Lumos. Levioso. Revelio. Incendio. This has a moth imprinted on it. Same as the door. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. Revelio. Reparo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Need to get that platform closer. But how? Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Reparo. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
Ok, este puzzle foi bué confuso,
Revelio.
mas acho que estão a entender o que é que era suposto ter feito na realidade.
What's that hanging there? Looks precarious. Down I go. No other way. Capulso. Revelio. It's sealed shut from the other side. Levioso. Wingardium Leviosa. Levioso. Revelio. Oh! Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Levioso. Incendio. Protego. Stupefy. Levioso. Incendio. Confringo. Levioso. Incendio. Levioso. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. Revelio. Depulso. Revelio. This looks even more complex. Revelio. Lumos. Depulso. Arresto momentum. Depulso. Making this spin ought to raise that platform. That must be it.
Ok, essa parte eu já percebi, rapaz. Mas como é que eu meto? Eu não consigo ter dois spells ao mesmo tempo.
Lumos.
What the fuck? O que é que me está a faltar? Estou a ser burro.
Depulso.
Ok, ok, eu nem tinha reparado, mas aquilo levanta também ali ao fundo. E sendo assim é...
I need to bring moths to the door.
Ok, pronto. Mais fácil do que eu pensava. Às vezes é só uma questão tipo de olhar para tudo.
Witch's final resting place. Lodgok said the helmet was in her sarcophagus.
Bem, o que é aquilo?
A dead Ashwinder. Your compatriots must have made off with the helmet. Lodgok won't like this.
Pois... Pois pá.
Revelio. Better show this to Lodgok. Incendio. Confringo. I know there's a mechanism to open this door. Lodgok, the sarcophagus had been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn, they got here first. We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
An entire camp of Rookwood's thieves. I might need assistance.
Unfortunately, we have no time. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage, no matter how small, with Ranrock. To think those wretched thieves have their hands on such a relic.
Lodgok, what?
I'm afraid there's no choice but to stop them. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage.
Revelio.
Tá bom. Foi bom hoje. Ainda jogamos umas boas horinhas. Mas já chega. Bom, thank you for watching. Amanhã há mais. Bye bye. Até logo.